I'm saying top tier. But enough about that. We got Pac-Man versus Roy. So Roy, of course, is going to be one of the characters that can really like close the gap between whenever Pac-Man wants to set up all his stuff. However, when Pac-Man does set up all his stuff, it's so tricky. It's so just there's so many weird scenarios.
Pac-Man is a character that forces that is very good at forcing your hand, and is like, do you know how to deal with the situation right here, right now?
And he's so many different things like you don't even expect. Like when he throws out a bell, sometimes like he'll cross up behind you, sometimes get a grab, something small, and then something that can dish you for something a little bit nasty later. And that's what the Pac-Mans have been doing. Let's see, Tibs. I don't want to say the best Pac-Man, but he's damn near the best Pac-Man.
There are players like Sinji and T, so I think that title is up for contention to say the least.
No, I'm talking about NDFW.
Then yeah, that's probably a fair statement.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know how you're gonna say like Sinji is crazy. Sinji is crazy.
Oh yeah, trust me, we all know Sinji's great. But as far as like the DFW Pac-Mans go, Tibs has been absolutely stellar. I said he's one of the few people to take a step from Austin. Not many people, even like high caliber, can say that.
Yeah.
Oh, look at his dash dancing, just to put the fear in his heart. Especially the thing that helps about that too is that if he immediately rolls, immediately punishes with it as well.
Oh, if that water had confirmed into that jab, that would have been so crazy. Like the awareness on that would have been so sick.
That's true. And it seems like my man Sethlon's been winning more of the exchanges, but Tibs has actually been kind of keeping it very, very close. Oh my God.
Sethlon is just so smart. He just has. You know how you were saying that Pac-Man is a character that forces your hand? Sethlon is a player that really understands when to not let that happen.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, that was good.
Gets the bell, gets a...
Ooh, good fruit.
He might be dead, actually. He is actually dead. Played that very smart, great edge guard from Tibs, taking the first stock, and that'd be a crucial stock, too, because the character, this particular character, if he doesn't have the approach, he's the most annoying character in the world. I'll say that.
Snake?
I don't know, Pac-Man.
I will hold that till the day I die. In any case, I think that Roy is definitely a character that is good if you can manage to stay directly on top of somebody, right? And Roy has no shortage of tools to allow him to do that. Oh, great confirm there. But Roy is a character with no shortage of tools that allow him to, play in such a manner that the Roy player doesn't necessarily need to worry about their opponent getting away from them. Just, being able to threaten, but with, oh my God.
That's it.
Oh, he had his double jump.
Oh, he did.
He's so smart.
Still
He's so much smarter than me. I would have burned my double jump in a second. I would have buffered a double jump. I would have just not even thought about it.
Now the important thing to note here is that my man still does not have a lead. One wrong move, it will definitely be dap, and that was the wrong move right there, calling out the jump with the up smash, and Tibs is looking absolutely outstanding. I said before, Tibs is definitely the legend out here. He slayed a lot of people. He slayed guys like C2, Austin, of course, being one of them. I think he, oh my goodness, he's put it to work the cheeks as well, but he's...
Oh my God! Melon is so intimidating. Melon just floats at you, and you just have to deal with it.
Okay, nice upbeat away from that sort of scenario, so they had to deal with Roy up close. Looks for a jab setup, not exactly going to get it.
I wonder how much of this set Sethlon has spent really managing the fact that Hydrant is on stage, rather than using the time to deal with Pac-Man. A lot of what I've seen has been Sethlon fearing what the Hydrant sort of represents, and I haven't seen Tibs use it very effectively other than just as a strong projectile. But if he's on the other side of the stage, that's not necessarily a worry.
Set the Hydrant between the two, hit it with the forward smash. Okay, my man actually not jumping into it in the first time. This is not looking good for Sethlon. He still has a whole stock to deal with.
If there's any character that can do that, though, it's Roy.
Definitely Roy. Okay, gets the forward throw. All right, let's see what we can do with his left guard, or left trap, I'm sorry. He's pressing a lot of buttons. Okay, finally got something there. I think that might have extended because he hit the...
Yeah, it's definitely extended the active frames off that.
All right, both these guys are playing a dangerous game, very, very close to one another.
Good roll getting away from the bell. Bell is so scary.
That's true, but you don't have time to set up another one. He should be living.
He's living.
He's living right now, man. We get the camera focused right back on him.
Never mind.
Gets the F smash anyway. Camera back to back. My man Tibs cleaning up. He's like, all right.
Got him. Gave him the hands.
Yeah, he gave him something. I'll say that. He brought out one of the troops. Hitting him with the F smash. Great stuff from Tibs. Said Sethlon, very good, great player. He's played this game for so many years. So many years. So he's, of course, being used to this, being put in this type of scenario. My man does look like the evil villain. He does look a little bit grimy, but Sethlon is very much of a genius Let's see if he can bring this back. If not, Tibs will be going out on winner's side of his pools against a caliber player of the name of Sethlon. Who was like one of the best PM players or best
Yeah, in
players?
his time was definitely one of the best PM players. Likely also the best like Roy main in Melee. Like you can make a claim like, Mewtwo King was better at Roy because it's Mewtwo King. Like sure, but you know, wasn't necessarily like devoting time to the character. But Sethlon really lives and breathes Roy even to this day.
So I like the choice going to Yoshi's story. Main reason being is because it's a smaller stage.
Ooh.
And also smaller blast zone too. So you know he doesn't have to worry about struggling to kill on the stage.
Yeah, definitely. This is a stage that I like as Palu for very similar reasons. You don't necessarily need to worry about, you know, your opponent getting away from you or the game running away from you because there's always there's ample opportunity, let's say.
Yeah, he missed the jab the back there. That would have closed out the stock too. And once again, if you give Pac-Man another chance to live, man, I'm telling you, this character is the most annoying character in the world.
Jab back here is a little tricky at times because Roy doesn't have the consistency on jab that Crom does, but it's still a tool that you need to be able to work into your game plan. And I'm really glad that Sethlon recognized that he was using Hydrant in front of him to delay approaches so that he could charge fruit and responding accordingly. That was something that I just noticed, and as soon as I noticed it, Sethlon did too and managed to capitalize, which is fantastic.
Okay, he's giving so much time to set up with this bell, not getting a chance to set up whatsoever, hitting the forward air. Okay.
That was almost so smart. Oh my God! If he had taken the trampoline away, he was a genius.
Yeah, unfortunately, not being able to take the trampoline away. Both of you guys are very much even percentages. Finally getting the kill with the forward air, like 147. It was a small stage, but I mean, Tibs' DI has been absolutely immaculate.
I wish that hitting the fruit like that would delay the change or something. Because it's weird seeing it collide with the active hitbox on the fruit and then just nothing happens.
I did not expect that whatsoever.
Nor I.
All right, great pressure from Sethlon.
That was a great awareness to get that grab there. I think in most wow, okay, but I think a lot of players would have gone for another jab just to sort of lock him in shield. But Sethlon recognized that he was close enough to get the grab and acted accordingly.
All right, let's see if Tibs is able to keep his mindset going on a positive direction. All right, gets a big damage off that particular item. Oh, ooh, comboing a little bit off of the hydrant.
Comboing off of hydrant push is really satisfying.
Oh, absolutely. I agree with that. Okay, gets a little bit of Hydra right there. Amazing grab out of shield, catching the aerial.
Ooh, he misread the... Oh, my God. Pac-Man's eyes turn into little Pac-Man when he parries. I don't know if you noticed that. They go all yellow.
Oh, yeah. Every character's eyes turn yellow when you parry.
Yeah, but it's funnier on Pac-Man because his eyes start looking like Pac-Man.
Oh, okay. Oh, my goodness gracious. Not a back here, and thus far, I mean...
How did he manage to keep his double jump through all that? That was impressive.
I mean, Rory has the areas to do it. He hits another jab at the back air, or jab at the mid. Okay, just casually setting up. He's Apple not quite killing though.
If that was planned out, he's a genius.
All right, gets the forward air. Tibs is having a hard time setting up right now. A little bit Dragon Ball Z moment.
Just a little bit.
Just runs up and grabs him. Very, very smart because he doesn't want to eat anything out of like
and he's got a stock advantage right now. So oh my God, that'll do it.
Okay.
He went for the second regrab, so he was like, I have opportunity here.
No regrab here, boys. Sethlon, like I said, looking so grabby, man. Crushing his beard a little bit. It's like, yeah, you decided to re-grab against me, man. Yeah. I'm really liking the counterplay there. Unfortunately, though, most of that big advantage that he had came from Tibs SDing, of course. So we shall see what happens here in the Game 3. Game 3 means everything here. This means, do I get out on winner's side? Do I have to fight the demons that are in losers, of course?
Yeah.
Because once you get on loser side of pools, I mean, it's not easy.
You're playing a lot more Smash Brothers.
You're playing a lot more Smash Bros. And you're playing a lot of deadly people on the on the loser side too. So I'm on the loser side. I would love to fight Sethlon. It's been such a long time since I fought it. But of course, I can't say the same about wanting to fight Tibs. Tibs is very, very scary right now.
Oh, certainly.
Both are scary though. I mean, a lot of
Pac-Man is a character that you really need to be able to one, understand, and two, respect in this game. He's a very different character that does a lot of interesting things. You've got to be able to act accordingly.
Also, that was a very smart directional air dodge back on stage so that we can keep advantage. And thus far, he is definitely winning every little exchange these guys have. And once again, going full force into eliminating the hydrant, and end up getting punished. End up getting put at disadvantage.
If that fruit had confirmed into the hydrant, that would have been so hype.
And it seemed like Sethlon had a great advantage thus far. I said, but once he threw it out of that force smash to get rid of the hydrant, Tibs did not let up on the pressure. Should be fine.
Oh! Sethlon, you're so smart. Look at him go.
He tried to go for that last game, didn't quite get it. Finally gets it this time. My man's not being allowed to use Bell whatsoever.
That was so sick.
And the thing is, he wouldn't be able to do that if he didn't have Bell in his hand, because, of course, Pac-Man's Nair is incredibly fast.
Yeah.
All right, he still has Bell in hand, though. Looking very scary for Sethlon.
Ooh, that's brutal. Hydrant is a very, very strong projectile. Always worth keeping in mind when and where that can hit you. You know, it just robs stock sometimes.
Exactly. All right, doing a great job. Oh, he went for the back air there, but the Hydra actually ended up saving him. Yeah, you can't really grab at a shield Pac-Man. Pac-Man has to hold all that pressure.
Yeah.
Unless you decide to go for narrative shield, which narrative shield is absolutely busted with Pac-Man.
Grab at a shield is just universally not particularly powerful in this game, so...
Yeah, and having one of the worser grabs in the game doesn't really help.
Certainly.
All right, let's see what Tibs can do here. He's in a bad scenario. I think he ends up actually throwing away the key, if I recall correctly. All right, you're not going to get it this time.
He tried.
Ends up hitting him with, I think that was a cherry, I want to say.
I believe so.
Yeah, this is not looking good for Tibs, but that being said, Tibs has nothing but rage on the side, and rage is still a thing, guys.
For context, rage is slightly weaker. Like, having full rage in this game is equivalent to being at about 104.
Correct.
So, worth keeping in mind.
Okay.
If he got the restun, that would have been so tight.
All right, to go for force smash, and nice duck by Sethlon. Really not.
Yeah, good on Sethlon to not challenge it or anything. He just sort of waited it out. Good forward tilt. But he just sort of waited it out, waited for his opportunity, and acted accordingly.
And I like Tibs taking this time there, kind of regaining his composure, thinking about what to do against this crazy Roar. He's applying nothing but pressure to him. He's in the corner. He has no idea to get out. Okay, finally he does with the hydrant.
I think he needed to get rid of that, make sure that trampoline was gone, because if he jumped or collided with the trampoline, then he was in helpless and could be punished accordingly. Which may have been Sethlon's idea with applying, or just getting trampoline down to its last piece of durability.
Just look at this. I mean, Sethlon's been all over him, playing very smart, just ducking Hydra, avoiding all the mix-ups that had to go along with that.
For sure. The counterplay that he's evolved over the course of the set has been nothing short of fantastic.
Yeah. But the important thing to know is that Tibs is still not out of it quite yet.
Ooh.
Oh my God, he SD. That could really start
sucks.
something good for Tibs, unfortunately. When I say unfortunate, I mean unfortunate for Sethlon, but great for Tibs.
Certainly.
All right, just get back on stage, doing a reverse somehow. He just doesn't seem to know how to get out the corner. Ooh, almost gets a nice little combo set up. Unfortunately, does not get it. He's at 122. Anything Rory wants is going to kill.
Side B is an especially apparent thing to be aware of here.
Side tilt will definitely kill. Ends up throwing it the wrong way, unfortunately. It's all unfortunate for him.
Got the melon pressure. The ability to run behind melon is something that makes it. Oh my God, is that good? That'll do it. That'll do it.
It's into the sweet spot up back here. Going to be taking that stock, and Sethlon will be making it on the winner side.
Absolutely.
Sethlon, I said before, great player. I think it's almost. I want to say he's like top 10 category here in DFW.